Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to be working on fixing this device. This is a simple little device you can pick up at any hardware store, home center, etc. And it's a 3-plug extension basically. It's a connector if you want to make an extension cord. And I've had this for quite a while. It's a very inexpensive item. You're talking $1 or less. You have 3 plugs, one there, and one there. And what you normally do is you buy this if you have some scrap cord laying around. Let's just say this for the sake of demonstration. Little test cord that I have, and I just use it for testing things. And in this case, it would be great for testing this. But normally, if you want to make an extension cord with something like this, let's say you take a long extension cord, a long cord like this, and you have one end, but you don't have the other end. Well, what do? Throw it away? No, that would be a waste of a perfectly good long cord. This cord came out of a vacuum cleaner that doesn't work anymore. But I always save all the bits and pieces that I can from devices that are defective or non-repairable, and I try to make the best out of them in some other way. This is one way, making this into an extension cord. Perfectly safe, inexpensive, great way to save yourself 20 bucks buying a long extension cord. So this device unfortunately isn't working very well, and I'll show you what I mean. The way it's supposed to work is that it has a little slot right there. What you do is you open this up and you slip, let me straighten this out a little bit. You cut off your cord so it's perfectly even. You slip it into the slot right there. You slip it all the way in. Maybe you can see the cord right there. Maybe yes, maybe no. But the cord slides in there. And then you press this down. You press this down hard. And it does not come out of there. The whole point is you turned this useless useless cord into an extension cord. So you should be able to take this cord, plug anything into here, and you have an extension cord. Now, the only problem is it's not working. And I'll show you. I'll take this simple test light, which you plug it into the positive and negative, and I'm going to plug this into the wall right here, and this is not lighting up. Telling you there's no power going through it. If there was power, this would light up. And it's not just that one. That one has no power, and that one has no power, indicating that the connection isn't working very well inside there. So let's take this apart. It's a little hard to open it once you get it together. Let's take it apart. And take this out. And you can't see in there because I can barely even see in there, but inside there are 2 little prongs that stick up like my fingers like that. They stick up like this, and when you slip the wire in over it, it should impale itself on the cable. As the cable slides in and you press it down, it's supposed to impale itself in the cable and thus making the electrical connection. But it doesn't want to do that. So obviously something has gone wrong inside there, and I am not one to throw things away. I'm going to see if I can fix this. Okay, so we're going to take this puppy apart and see why it won't work in there. Obviously there's something wrong with the connectors inside, and I want to know if I can fix them or not. Depends how they're situated. I've never been inside one of these, so I really don't know how it's made. So we'll find out together how these are made. Now, as you can see, there's a rivet there, and I'm going to have to break it out to open this up. So I'm going to take a minute, take the drill. I'm going to pop this baby out of here, get the rivet broken up so I can split it apart, and then I'll bring you guys right back so you don't have to watch the tedious, dull part of drilling out a rivet. So hang on, you'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. So I drilled out the rivet, the back end of it, as you can see there, and I'm going to push it out right now. And maybe a little help from the hammer. There we go. Rivet removed. Now, I don't know how this is put together, so we'll find out together. Gently take this apart. There we go. Now, as you can see, these are, let me get something. These are the two little prongs that are supposed to impale themselves into the cord when you slip it in. So the cord goes in through back here this way. When you press it down, it should impale itself in there, making the electrical connection in a safe manner, which is inside the enclosure, and you never touch it. So these guys are bent out of shape by the look of it. Yeah, they are totally, I don't know if you can see that, they're totally bent out of shape, and that's why they're not working. Instead of the wire coming in this way and impaling on them, it's just not closing enough. Should come in like that and be pushed down by the device up here, and it's not doing that. Well, there, like that. So let's try to straighten these out a little bit, and that straightened it back up. It's flexible. Looks like brass, I'm thinking. Brass or copper, but it looks like brass. That's normally what you use for electrical connectors. This one is bent the other way. It's bent down instead of up like the other one was. So let's bend this outward to get it to have a straight line to it, and hopefully that'll make a better connection that way. If it's bent out, bent inward like that, it's not going to touch anything. So let's straighten you out like that. I would imagine straight up and down is probably the best way for these things to work. If you can see them there. That way you can see how this works. And then this way, these are where, from the back side and from the front side, where you plug in the plug. Goes in here, goes in from the back, goes in from the top, and this is how you make your connection. See, one wire hits this one, another wire hits that one, and obviously when you sandwich it together, they're on opposite sides. But I'm not going to do that because it'll fall out. So now let's take a moment and put this back together. I'll do it carefully and gently, and hopefully not drop anything. Let's see if we can get it to work. Hey, got it on the first try. Oh, mistake, left that out. Carefully. It's actually staying in there pretty good. I was afraid it would all fall apart. Actually, let me take a moment and clean this up. It's a little dirty. A lot of rubbing against cords over time. It's kind of gotten it really dirty. And some wires that obviously got impaled in there. Let me get those out of there. That's not a good thing to have straight wires in there. Yeah, let's just take a little something, clean this off. Just clean up the plastic a little bit so it functions better when it's put together. You don't want to take off a lot. All you want to do is just clean up some of the rough edges that they've gotten beat up over time, being used and abused and what have you. Okay, we put you back in there, so it closes that way. Put this in here so it goes together like that. There we go. This time we got it. Now, I don't know if I'll rivet this back together or if maybe I'll take a little screw and a nut, put it back in there. That way, if it ever gives me trouble in the future, I can take it apart again more easily. A rivet is okay for a factory production, but for a do-it-yourselfer like me, it's a bit of a pain because you have to drill it out every time. Now let's give this guy a try. I'm not even going to put that in there. I'm going to hold it together. Slip this back in there. It's a bit mangled up. I'll tell you what, let's clean this up. Clean this up, give us a nice clean edge to work with. Put this back in there. There. You push it up to where the stop is. There's a stop right there. You don't want to go too far up above the stop because then this won't close. So just right up to the stop, that's good enough. We'll close it back up. There we go. Nice and closed. That does not come out of there. It's good and solid. And then we're going to take our little connector here and see if we have electricity running through it. And I'm just going to hold it to make sure it works before I close it back up. So let's see. This should light up right here if we have power. And what do you know? We have power. So we have power. We're functioning again. Everything is good. Let's try all the other sides before we celebrate too much. Make sure power is running through it. I mean, it should. It's basically just two pieces of wire. But just to be totally 100% sure, right here is where we're looking. And we have power again. So it's obvious that we fixed it. It works perfectly fine. So the two little wires on the inside, instead of being straight like this, let's say, one of them got bent this way, the other one got bent that way, and the wires were in the middle and not even hitting it. So you need the two wires to be right in the middle so it'll impale right into the cable as it slides in. Okay. Well, I hope this helped you guys. Now, I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this test lead off of it. This is just a junky wire for testing. I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to take this long cord. And I'm going to make this into a nice long extension. This is about 12 feet, I think. Something like that. And I'm going to cut this off and make this into a long extension for myself for nothing, because this was nothing. I got it off a broken vacuum cleaner. And this, I've had this for a long time. I don't even know when I got it or how much it cost. Maybe it was like 50 cents. So for 50 cents, I have a nice long extension cord now. And I fixed this instead of throwing it away, which a lot of people, if it doesn't work, they would have tossed it out. So I hope this helps you guys. This is a cheap way. First of all, if you have one of these and it breaks, now you know how to fix it. Second of all, if you want to make a good long extension cord for nothing, buy yourself one of these. They should be at any local home center. They may be different style, different design, different look, different manufacturer, what have you. But for $1 or somewhere around there, you can have a nice extension cord and make something useless into something useful. So I hope this helps you out. And, please like, subscribe, stay in touch. Any questions, comments, put them in the comment section below. I'll be sure to answer any questions you may have. And always look forward to your feedback. So stay in touch. See you later. Bye-bye.